Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thank you for coming back for another video. This is video number 257, and I wanted to give a little history lesson on Ouija boards. Please don't turn off this video if you're totally against them. I just want you to understand what they are. Always good to be educated, but there is a lot of controversy about whether or not they should be sold on eBay. Are they really evil? Again, this is all a matter of opinion, but I think before you form an opinion, you should know the history. So if we go to the Smithsonian.com, which is a reputable site, I'm just going to read you some of this information about the history of the Ouija board because this is a really long article and I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing to you, but I think it's important to understand where this came from. And obviously, you're welcome to have your opinions, your religious beliefs, whatever about this game, but it's good to know the history. So back in February 1891, the first few advertisements started appearing in papers. Ouija, the wonderful talking board. It came from a Pittsburgh toy and novelty shop, describing a magical device that answered questions about the past, present, and future with marvelous accuracy and promised never-failing amusement. A link between the known and unknown, the material and the immaterial. Another advertisement in a New York newspaper declared it interesting and mysterious and testified as proven at patent office before it was allowed. It sold for $1.50. And it's basically the same game that's sold today. Now, where did this come from? The history of the Ouija board is just about as mysterious as how the game works. Ouija historian Robert Murch has been researching the story since 1992. So people have been working on this and trying to figure out where it came from and the history. But basically, it came out of 19th century American obsession with spiritualism. If you think back to that time, you see, photographs of the dead, and people were very obsessed with life after death, what happens, ghosts, all that kind of stuff. So spiritualism, which had been around for years in Europe, hit America hard in 1848 with the sudden prominence of the Fox sisters of upstate New York. They claimed to receive messages from spirits who rapped on the walls in answer to questions, recreating this feat of channeling in parlors across the state. So this was a parlor game. This was brought about for entertainment. Spiritualism worked for Americans. It was compatible with with Christian dogma, meaning one could hold a seance on a Saturday night and have no qualms about going to church the next day. So this was an acceptable thing that people did. It was a game, it was entertainment, it was acceptable, even wholesome activity to contact spirits at seances through automatic writing, table turning parties in which participants would place their hands on a small table and watch it begin to shake and rattle, all while they declared that they weren't moving it. So this game offered solace in an era when the average lifespan was less than 50. So people wanted to believe that when their loved ones died, they went on to another world, and a lot of women died in childbirth, children died young, many children in a family died when they were small, and so this was a very hard time to live because people missed their loved ones and they wanted to have some kind of connection with them. So people believed in this. Communicating with the dead was common. It wasn't seen as bizarre or weird. It was just something people did. So I'll put a link to this article and you can read more about that, how this came about, why it was so popular, and things that happened to people that played this game. So if we go over to eBay, which is the point of this video, we can see that there are quite a few listings for Ouija boards, almost 1,200 active listings. And if we go to sold listings, which we always want to look at because that gives us proof of what people have paid for. You can see that the really old ones, the almost antique ones, sell for a lot. You're not likely to find those, but if you find some of these from the 70s or even before that, you may get a good price on those. Now, why am I doing this video? Because I have heard people talking about they would never sell a Ouija board because they are a doorway to evil, they are haunted, they will cause bad things to happen in your life. And I was born in the 60s, and we played this growing up in the 70s, and it was just like a spooky thing to do at slumber parties, and we didn't think anything of it. So I'm just interested in everyone else's experiences. When we played it, I knew my sister was doing everything. She was moving the little thing there and spelling stuff out, and she was trying to freak us out, and we all knew she was. But I would be interested in hearing your stories if you've bought one of these and had it in your house, and would you sell them on eBay? What are your thoughts? Is this completely against your religion? I know that there are a lot of religions that forbid this kind of thing as witchcraft and it's evil and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to have a discussion here. How do you feel about it? Would you sell them? Do you sell them? Have you ever had a problem or something weird happen? Just kind of a fun video to have a interesting discussion about Ouija boards. So please put your comments below. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and let me know your thoughts on Ouija boards. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.